Welcome to the course ES 104 Single Line Duct Sizing Schematic, where we will go over an exercise related to the modeling and sizing of a single line ductwork ventilation. This course is meant to help users of HivaComp and OpenBuildings Energy Simulator to become familiar with using OpenBuildings Designer to achieve their ductwork designs. You must have the neutral metric dataset installed as part of your OpenBuildings Designer installation. And upon completion of this course, you will learn how to create a project for duct sizing in OpenBuildings Designer, placing air terminals in the model, reviewing the auto-fitting settings for ductwork, tracing the connecting ductwork in single line mode, introduction to the duct system sizing utility, editing settings and properties of the sizing utility, locking values of duct segments, running calculations to analyze duct routes, writing analysis results to the model, and finally promoting the single line model to 3D. To begin, we must run OpenBuildings Designer. Make sure that you are running the main OpenBuildings Designer software, which has a blue logo, and not the OpenBuildings Energy Simulator, which has a green logo. Upon starting OpenBuildings Designer and starting a work session, we will be asked to select a workspace and a workset. Every file created should belong to a workset, which is a set of files and folders that all belong to the same project. Creating a new workset creates a set of folders that contain and define the files and standards for that project. However, every workset will belong to a workspace, which defines common standards for all projects in that workspace. In a small organization, there may be a single workspace for all projects or worksets. In larger organizations, however, the workspace may define standards for a particular building type or a client. For the purpose of this training, we will use the delivered example workspace, building examples, and create a new workset for the training project and new file to work in. Alternatively, if you have created an energy model in OpenBuildings Energy Simulator to compute heating and cooling loads, then you can use the same DGN in OpenBuildings Designer to directly trace the ductwork. The same applies if someone shares an external BIM model with you. Please see our Mechanical BIM Professional Learning path where ductwork is sized in a 3D model. To create a new workset, expand the workset selection and select Create Workset. In the Create Workset dialog box, assign a name to the workset and make sure to select Building Template NM as the workset template. Selecting this template is essential because it contains all the data files which are necessary to create the building and floors. Once we're ready, we may click OK. After our workset has been created, we may create a new file. First, we give our file a name, and then before clicking Save, we must ensure that our file will be created using the correct seed file. In this case, it is the designseed.dgn, which is located in the dataset NM folder. Once we're ready, we may click Save, and the newly created file will open. First, we'll have a look at the Floor Manager, which can be used to set up the level of each floor in our building. Since we have selected a workset template, standard floor levels for our office buildings have already been defined for us. We may expand and view them, as well as edit them if necessary. For this exercise, we'll be working on ductwork on the first and second floor, so we may set the first floor as our active level. The last thing we have to do before we begin our design is to attach a reference of the ceiling plan of the first floor of our office building. It is located in the Drawings folder within our workset. In the settings, we must enable live nesting, and we may also increase the nesting depth. We can see that the reference has been attached. We may now select the reference and move it up vertically to correspond to its real elevation, which is 3,600 millimeters. Our file is now properly set up, and in the next section, we will begin modeling and distributing diffusers in our model.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with others. If you want to see more like it, please consider subscribing to this and Bentley's other channels. Thank you, and see you next time.